A scandal has erupted over the deportation of the wife and the daughter of oligarch Mukhtar Ablyazov, a former Kazakh political prisoner and opponent of lifelong President Nursaltan Nazarbayev, after a midnight police raid on their villa in a Rome suburb. They were rounded up in the raid, accused of using a forged passport, and deported to Kazakhstan in less than 72 hours, despite holding valid permits to stay in the European Union. United Nations human rights experts have compared the operation to an extraordinary rendition or the abduction of U.S. terrorism suspects to countries where they could be tortured. The case has raised suspicions that the unusually swift expulsion of Ablyazov's wife, Alma Shalabayeva, and their 6-year-old daughter Auna was ordered as a favor to energy-rich Kazakhstan, a key trade partner. Ablyazov was a banker and the former Kazakh energy minister accused of embezzling $6 billion from BTA Bank. He was granted political asylum in the UK after he fled Kazakhstan in 2009. We speak to an Italian senator, Mario Girusso, and Ernesto Gregorio Valenti, a Vasali Olivo e Associati lawyer, who is representing the family to assess if there is something bigger in play. Did Rome's business ties with Astana aid the hasty deportation? Also on counting the cost this week, how going green can be profitable. In Mongolia they have come up with a plan to reduce pollution in the capital and make money by selling the electricity produced from its wind farms to its neighbors. For now, wind power will provide 5% of the country's electricity demands, but the government is developing the idea of an Asian supergrid powered by renewable energy. It would connect Mongolia to the electricity systems of China, Japan and Korea, and could one day light up homes across the continent. Meanwhile, in Detroit, the one-time symbol of American industrial power, has filed for bankruptcy. The city, which gave birth to the nation's auto industry, is now the largest to take the action. If approved, it will force its creditors to resolve debts of more than $18 billion, a process that could last years, and is likely to affect thousands of city workers. The bankruptcy will give the city some protection from its creditors, but it could mean layoffs, slashing union contracts and paying creditors pennies on the dollar. In the short term, that is only likely to increase the anguish in the Motor City. We are also looking at peak defense. Peak oil is the point where oil extraction reaches its peak, and production can only decline after that. Peak defense takes the same theory to military spending, arguing that the West's dominance in that area has hit its peak, and that other countries will now dominate. Who will be dominating the land, sea and air in the not-too-distant future?